Hi everyone, I'm Teresa from Cooperative HR. Please don't panic. I haven't got the coronavirus and I'm not in isolation or anything. Unfortunately, this morning my car had a flat tyre and I've been unable to fix it before coming to the meeting. I don't want to miss the opportunity though to tell you a little bit more about my business. So I thought I'd do a video, use the technology. That's what we're potentially all going to have to do in the next couple of weeks anyway. So let's see how this works. So Cooperative HR, we provide outsourced HR services to small and medium-sized businesses. Our aim is really to ensure that business owners do business and not HR. So I'm sure you've all come across a number of different providers in HR services throughout your working life. So I'm not going to go through all the different services that we can provide. Instead, I thought I'd give you an example of a customer that we helped resolve their HR problems. So we had an MD, he called us in, he was very frustrated, he felt that he wasn't achieving anything, the business wasn't achieving anything. So we worked with him to really understand what the problems were and what the issues were. We had to chat with him, and first of all we found out he had 17 people reporting into him, 17 senior people reporting into him. So I'm sure you can understand there's going to be a time issue in terms of giving them what they need and making sure that you're following up on those things as well to make sure that they're doing a good job. He was finding that he was unable to manage performance, either good or bad. He was unable to do himself anything effectively. And also the business wasn't growing. There was no strategic direction because he didn't have the time to do that. And I suppose for him, the main concern he had was he was working very long hours and he was not being able to take the holiday that he needed to take. So what did we do? We worked with him, we asked him a few tricky questions, obviously got to the core of the problem. The first thing was that he did have a trust issue. He wasn't sure that anybody could do the jobs as well as him, and therefore sometimes he probably wasn't actually allowing them to grow and to develop and achieve, and that meant it was all falling to him. So we worked with him to understand that a little bit more, coached him to understand how he could manage that better. So we looked at the business, we took the 17 people and decided actually, obviously that's far too many people to be reporting into one. So we took that down and we stripped it to 5 key people, 5 areas of the business that could just report directly into him. The other people within that obviously then reported into them and they managed that on a basis down through the business. We set with these 5 people, we set them up with job descriptions, training plans, we gave them coaching, and then we set them out some SMART objectives. Having 5 people enabled the managing director to meet with them regularly, follow up, and he could manage those objectives, see how they were doing, if they were on track, if they were behind. And obviously he could deal with any issues that arose at the time. In the end, the goal was obviously, the outcome was that some people left and some people grew within that new business structure. The business became more efficient. All the teams below those 5 obviously became more efficient as well because they had more time, more control and more trust to be able to do that within their teams. The business was starting to be able to look at the future of the business and the future growth, the opportunities. The MD had that time to be able to put into those activities. And obviously, best of all, he was able to take a couple of holidays. He wasn't working weekends and he was working a standard week. So that gives you an indication of obviously some of the areas that we can support within the business. We work very flexibly. We either have the option to do an embedded HR service so that we are the HR department, or we come in and we do a project as and when you need us to, ensuring that they are resolved obviously legally and compliantly. If you'd like to give us a call, then we'd be happy to help and support your services. If you want any more information, please do drop me an email or give me a call. Thanks. That's Teresa from Cooperative HR.